Please don't die. Bloody chugging on this. So why can't I target these? Okay, good. Just because I was carrying Sokolov. I haven't found that key. Doesn't matter. Doesn't appear like there's actually any mooks over here. They're all down there on the bottom floor. Which is just kind of weird, honestly. You think they didn't notice the guy right down by the elevator, or the fact that the clockworks were, you know, wrecked upstairs. I am going to have a little difficulty getting past the clockworks here. Good, they aren't here yet, so I can just rush past. Run! Can't have Sokolov dying on me now. But apparently I've dropped him. Do I have to get out a different way? Or does it still pretend does it, you know, does it acknowledge I was still carrying him even though it dropped him for a moment there? I have no idea. We'll find out soon enough, I hope. Ah, good, it just automatically put him in. We'll go to the lore. Poor Sokolov. Though, can I be honest, with that suit and that ring and whatnot, I can't help but see him as like Disco Stew. But anyway, I'm just imagining Sokolov with that hair, you know, what's the phrasing? I don't know. Typically use this terminology. You know, boogie on down. Yeah. Return to the skiff. And the guys here are still dealt with. There's no guys here though. Blink. There's a way. There. Beautiful. Ah, okay, that's for Sokolov. The second beacon is for Sokolov. It's just annoying. I was wondering what else I did have to deal with. No, just have to hold on to him. There's still a mook outside. Have to keep that in mind. Sokolov will fall if I make a long drop. And we will drop him.
You bet that.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to walk out with him. I was hoping to just make, you know, a quick drop and whatnot, but no. Have to just walk out with this guy.
What happened here? Huh? What?
They've taken issue. They can go fuck themselves.
A body?
You're not
Here?
one of us. I won't let her escape.
Someone else turned up there? I know. It's not a delayed reaction. It's just like, who were they? I was just often just thinking about it. Who were they? Were they city guard or was they, you know, some criminal group? I have no idea. Thought you were just gonna drop him again.
How is he? He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I
I
hope.
didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
I lobotomized the guy!
Let's go then.
58 detections! It's all because of the amount and 70 bodies detected. Okay, the detections is separate to the bodies detected. Or maybe there's detection. The bodies detected are factored in under detections. Because I swore the bodies detected was going to be higher because of things. But remember, I put down all those traps and the people kept seeing the bodies. Yeah, I thought that was going to rack it up higher. But Christ, I apparently took 4 hours on that mission. I do apologize. Make make huge levels and have someone stealth. Like having huge levels in a stealth game and me trying to be stealthy and non-lethal will make it very slow indeed. I kind of failed spectacularly at the stealthing, but whatever. 58 detections, Christ. I missed the painting and a blueprint. Well, that's irritating. But I got everything else, and I got only got I've got over half the coins, and I've robbed a ticket booth. I imagine there's more special action than just that, but I didn't do them. Another strange visit. You've awakened with a strange feeling. The outsider. That's interesting. He didn't do this before. He visited at the shrines and that was it. He was content before with the one visit. Interesting. Yeah, the book ain't here. Is that a sock or panties? Sock, I presume, but it's just like the way it looked was just strange.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Yeah, it's got less of a stony thing and more of a woody thing. We're gonna meet Delilah. Wait. Wait. I swear I've seen this before. In the Dowd painting? It's been too long since I watched it, but played it. I suddenly have a flashback to that painting. Just this island.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were closest sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Coldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I really wish I knew more about the heirs, like basically how the succession works in Dunwall. Basically, she I gotta say she is actually Jessamine's sister, bastard sister. She mightn't be actually eligible because of her not being a legitimate heir, a legitimate child. So she might.
I told you we're older. Half sister.
You said that last year. Jessica's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Well,
Plus, let's say even then, clearly the implication is, due to the bastardy, Oh, it doesn't seem like she has much of a claim now, does it? But anyway. Well, how should I phrase it? I've never heard of a succession thing that favored... say if a monarch died, favored their siblings over their children. Never heard of a succession that went like that. It's always been like the monarch's kids. If the kids... the only way for the sibling to get it from the kids is to call the kid, to either kill the kids or call their legitimacy into question. And she never called Emily's into question. She did character assassinate her with the, crown murderer, the crown killer, but she never, did anything beyond that. So, I'm sure it'll be explained, but it's just that's what's bouncing around in my head. Basically, she may or, let's say she is the sibling, She may or may not even have a claim for that reason. Um, and even if she could have a claim on the throne, despite, the indiscretion, wouldn't Emily still have a stronger one? Eh. Again, the character assassination is probably making people look past anything like that. It's making the other, what's her face there, Copper Spoon, look like much better of an option.
It's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Okay, Dowd, for once I think you should have killed a person. Look, you shanked one bitch, you can shank another. Ugh.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters for cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good, next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it. Would you like to tell me who did? We were just playing.
Young Lady Jessie, what is your account?
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it.
Jessamine probably didn't even realize what, that would happen. It wasn't out of malevolence, it's probably just a kid being an idiot, and wanting not to get in trouble herself. She probably didn't realize she would have been whipped till she bled. And this is also presuming it's all true. She probably didn't, expect that to happen. That would have probably made her change her tune. And, and else that came of it.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. He's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
That's interesting. Normally it just ends. Certainly a different aesthetic going on with this, with all, the void in this version. In this game. Remember the void in the previous one was all ruined buildings and whatnot. Here it's a very just rugged, rocky thing going on. My mind keeps wanting to say concrete, but no, it's rugged, rocky thing.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
Could be a half-truth. It is known that she and Jessamine played together. Regrettably, only Dowd knows that. Of player characters and, well, non-her. Meet with Megan Foster and Anton Sokolov to discuss the next steps in your effort to take down Delilah and the Duke of Circanos. Then again, maybe we found out about that from Delilah herself, as Dowd. It's hard to know.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Damn. Fuck did a number on him. Poor Sokolov.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
Huh. We're collecting little trophies. Got this. I have Samuel's boat. That wasn't there before. Or was, if it was, I didn't notice. So, what's the little thing? Just checking if I missed anything. It's just right. I'm not sure if that's a note next to me. And here. Poor Callista. Hopefully she's fine and just forgot how to write. Sokolov is safe. I rescued Sokolov. The man spent years serving my family, educating me in both intellectual subjects and body humour. No small part of what I owe him has been repaid. I'm just sorry I can't offer more comfortable accommodations. Dreadful whale, dank and cramped as it is our home for now. He's been living here with Megan for years, but in his current condition, which could make him more comfortable. I was able to stop Kieran Jindosh. His weaponized mind won't be a threat now. His thoughts scattered and memories destroyed. By his own device, no less. When Sokolov is feeling better, maybe he'll have an opinion on whether I did the right thing by not killing Jindosh outright. Anyway, it is a relief to know the last clockwork soldiers remaining in the Empire are the only ones that there'll ever be. Unless someone else finds his notes and is capable enough of repeating it. It's not like he destroyed the lab. I presume that, then again, maybe all the notes are within his noggin. Regardless, Delilah in the void. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this was more than a dream. I was in the void. Somehow Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or a fabrication. I spoke of my grandfather, Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin. History says he was a man of honor who served his people. But Delilah showed me all his promises unfulfilled, all those easy lies. Showed me my mother, Jessamine, as I never imagined her, spoiled and petty, entitled. I won and finally great injustice. Delilah's mother dying in a debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from the lies? I suppose you could call her spoiled. She's definitely spoiled. But yeah, she was fucking. She's definitely spoiled. But and petty, entitled. I'm not sure. She's a princess. She's probably that. Petty, I'm not sure. To be honest, I just kind of took it as a stupid kid being a stupid kid, But also, are there really only 8 missions to this? I suppose that's pretty much the same for the original, ain't it? I just kind of was hoping it was longer. Then again, considering how long I've taken with this, it's probably long enough.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Oh, a letter from Lucia Pastor. Dear Dr. Hypatia, couldn't be happier about the news you gave me. People in the dust district desperately need someone like you. Understand you cannot see patients in Adamire anymore. It's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. Arrange something. We'll find you a safe place to hide and give free consultations as you suggested. I'll send word about it via the Miners' Family Committee and some friends I have at the Silver Spike newspaper. Welcome back to the city. Lucia Pastor. Read that before.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.